second. We want he wants to shut down.
All right, guess we're live here. Going to readjust here the screen and see if I can get some better lighting in.
Young children are even younger people are. We've learned a lot.
It's kind of better.
He wants to shut it down. More people will be hurt by continuing. If you look at Pennsylvania, if you look at certain states that have been shut down, they have Democrat governors all. One of the reasons they shut down is because they want to keep it shut down until after the
Let's see here.
Those states are not doing well that are shut down.
President Trump, you have begun to increasingly question the effectiveness of masks as a disease preventer. And in fact, recently you have cited the issue of waiters touching their masks.
Watching the presidential debate, I am. Unfortunately, it's become a shit show all of a sudden. We'll, Johnny, I'll wait for a few more people to come on until we do the live stream and, you know, connect everyone up.
I don't wear a mask like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from me. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen. I will say,
Vice President Biden,
look, the way to open businesses is give them the wherewithal to be able to. We provided money.
but I was asking you, sir, about masks.
Well, masks makes a big difference. His own head of the CDC said if we just wore masks between now, if everybody wore masks and social distance between now and January, we'd probably save up to 100,000 lives. It matters.
and they've also said the opposite. They've also
And
said
no serious person said the opposite. No serious.
Dr. Fauci said that he did not say that. He said very strongly the masks are not good. Then he changed his mind. He said, "Masks, I'm okay with masks."
I want to ask you about one last subject because your different approaches has even affected the way that you have campaigned. President Trump, you're holding large rallies with crowds packed together, thousands of people. Outside, yes, sir, agreed. Vice President Biden, you are holding much smaller events with
Nobody will show up.
people with.
What's true? Nobody shows up to his rally.
In any case, why you holding the big rallies? Why you not?
Let's see.
Because people want to hear what I have to say. I mean,
Are you
I'm
not
there
worried about
as a president, and 35,000 people show up at airports. We use airports.
Dan, welcome. I'll put the link out there.
We have had no problem whatsoever. It's outside. That's a big difference according to the experts. When we do them outside, we have tremendous crowds, as you see. I mean, and literally on 24 hours notice. And Joe does the circles and has 3 people someplace.
Put the link out there if anyone wanted to hop on.
And a reporter came up to him to ask him a question. He said, no, stand back. Put on the mask. Put on the mask.
Huh.
You've been tested. I'm way far away from those other people. So that's what he said. I'm going to be okay. He's not worried about you. He's not worried about the people out there breathing in one another.
No negative effect.
No negative effect.
We've had no negative effect. And we've had 35, 40,000 people want to do these rounds.
Just let's finish up because I want to move on to our next.
Yes, I will.
The debate here is very strenuous. It's
encourage him not to. Then he's a fool.
If
Pretty,
you could get the crowds, you would have done the same thing.
pretty shitty.
Gentlemen, can we move on to the economy? Yes. The economy is
The economy, that's where the money comes from, isn't it? I need a better light for down here. Like it's like there's no light coming above, it's all behind, and it's got a light over there, but it's not really doing anything because I have my second monitor up here.
President Trump, you say we are in a V-shaped recovery. Vice President Biden, you say it's more of a K-shape. What difference?
What's a K-shaped recovery?
To the American people in terms of the economy? President Trump, in this segment, you go first.
So we built the greatest economy in history. We closed it down because of the China plague. When the plague came in, we closed
The plague.
it very hard.
Not just the plague, but the China plague.
Close it down, and he was wrong. And again, 2 million people would be dead now instead of still 204,000 people is too much. One person is too much. Should have never happened from China. But what happened is We closed it down, and now we're.
I'm just looking up what a K-shaped
business.
Oh.
People in a 4-month period that we've put back into the workforce. That's a record, the likes of which nobody's ever seen.
Oh, K-shaped economy is it's pretty. This one is free, just like the one that Hats has, and yeah, this one is free. So just waiting for anyone else to hop on here. But to be honest, I'm sure you guys are hearing me. I'm wondering how to hear you guys. But it's really tempting. There's the Crown Wipes put out a new cleaning product. It's their travel kit. And they said it's in limited supply. So yeah, they're doing a clean care kit. It looks like it's just like a spray. Not a spray. It's actually a foam. What I've been told, it's a foam spray, and it's a nice brush. There's a few more pictures. It's a nice looking brush. Oops. To get my time back. Wow. Wow, nice jab there, Joe. Let's see. I'm in for the gift exchange. If anyone else is. I put the link out there already if anyone wanted to. Oh, I can put up, even put up Dan there, be the highlight. Maybe the screen is a little too high here. I'm sure there's a way to do the green screen. I just haven't figured out how yet with the Yep, now you can see me. Yeah, it's okay. You can barely see me.
They've done nothing to help small businesses. Nothing.
Only 2 people here.
You ought to get on the job and take care of the needs of the American
Wait,
people.
has it been over 30 seconds without either of them interrupting each other? What the hell is this?
Excuse me, you made a statement. People want their schools. No, people want their schools open. They don't want to be shut down.
I had 2 hats. So, okay, going back to the clean thing. So there was a guy on Fitted Hat Society, on Facebook, and he was showing that he somehow got. Oh yeah, I should have seen that from there. He has a whole bunch of pink underbrim 50-50 hats. There's White Sox, Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, and Cubs. And he has them without side patches, which would be, I think, really cool. Just as a plain Jane looking hat with the pink brim. I mean, this is a plain Cubs hat with the pink underbrim, but it's not the same Cubs coloring. If I can find mine. I mean, example, like, you know, you got your White Sox one, but it's got the side patch there and the pink underbrim. You know, what if you're someone who doesn't always want to do side patches? I don't always like side patches personally. It's just not my thing usually. I'm not used to it. So it would be nice to have a plain looking Cubs hat with the pink underbrim. But when I looked at it in more detail, the guy sent a picture of it. It had a white sweatband to it. So I'm not too sure to get it. To spend the $45 on that or to get the Crown Wipe kit. Let me see here if I can add like a picture. I feel like I should be able to add a picture, but I don't know. I'm not gonna necessarily screen share. Right now I just got a brisk sweet tea. Nothing too fancy. Let me turn the fan on. Getting warm down here. Let's check back in with the old men.
That's why I'm going to eliminate the Trump tax cuts. We're going to eliminate those taxes and make sure that we invest in the need the help. People out there need help. But what did you do in the last 25 years? Because you are president screwing things up. You were a senator. I don't know what president America has ever had.
Oh, come on. That's not true, Joe. Andrew Johnson is the worst president in American history. Trump is maybe close, but not there yet. Let's see here. Oh, I'm just doing a test run here. Was chatting with hats. Let's see, are they still?
7 million more jobs in prison in 4 years. Number one.
Trying to do a message with hats here. Just 5 minutes or two. Yeah, debate is kind of humorous. Oh, Aces beat the Suns, Seattle Storm, and Las Vegas Aces final.
I really enjoy seeing him. But in Obama's, we talk about the economy booming. It turns out that in Obama's final 3 years as president, more jobs were created, 1.5 million more jobs than in the first 3 years of your presidency.
They have the slowest
Let's see here. Still at 1. So yeah, I'm kind of debating between $35 plus tax for the hat cleaning kit. I hate to be kind of a dick about this, but I'm almost like wondering if they're going to send me one.
president with your idea.
Because I know that I did the video for them once. I mean, I'm not sponsored with them, but I was wondering if, you know, they would send me one. I really shouldn't expect it.
They will leave, and you will have a depression, the likes of which you've never seen. No, we only heard
They're both old, scary men.
depression in American history. I was asked to bring it back. We were able to have an economic recovery that created the jobs.
Otherwise, I got my lightning hat out. Johnny, did you watch my lightning video? Booming. Boomers. Because that was my first hat video in like a long time, actually over a month. So I kind of went longer than it should have been. But, I mean, it's okay, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of known for being long-winded, always talking too much. I mean, that's just my personality and style there. Let's see here, how much would it be with shipping? Actually, shipping is not that bad for the crown wipes. Let's see here. Oh, bring food. I'm on vacation for the rest of the week, so I'll be eating plenty of food this week and just chilling here in the basement working on videos. Give me a second here. I'm going between two devices. We have a peeping Tom among the viewers here tonight, folks. Just to be warned, so make sure if you're doing anything illegal that you're not displaying this on the screen here. So just to forewarn you, I have high sources that would say that someone is watching from the bushes tonight. On vacation this week. I haven't taken a vacation since I started at Best Buy. The only like vacation I guess I had was when COVID first hit. Something that they're still jarring about. Are they still talking?
Under oath in his administration said, I did my job and I did it very well.
Like the way like the lighting is on Biden, he looks bald.
You've already fired most of them because they did a good job. Some people don't. Well, here's
With you,
Forget the final word.
well, it's hard to get any word in at this point. Excuse me, this.
hey, let me just say that.
Oh, Biden called Trump a clown. Give him a balloon. Everyone, give him a Medal of Honor. Oh wait, he already has one. Oh, give him a Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, seriously, give anyone a brownie point for calling Trump a clown or stupid. Like, I mean, that's your opinion, but I mean, you're calling him that, and you're getting self-satisfaction out of it. I mean, you know, I don't like certain politicians. I don't like a lot of people. And does it really make any difference if I, like the other day on Facebook, there's an article, I think from People magazine, that Meghan Markle and former Prince Harry, or whichever the kids, princes, pulled a Wallace Simpson and left the royal family. They're like, oh, like you need to register to vote. And it's like, you guys don't count really, because well, one, the guy's British, and two, Meghan Markle kind of defected from America because she married into the royal family, and we fought a war to not be a part or attached to that country anymore. So it's like, no, bye. You don't count. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, she has plenty of other people that don't like her. So what's one more person? So, I mean, if you really want a brownie point, I mean, someone on social media today was talking about Trump, and they typed out TR asterisk MP as if the name Trump was a swear. Or I love it when people used to just started vacation. So far, doing okay. Started off with a pulled pork sandwich my mom made for dinner. So that was really good. Thought I was going to be at a board meeting tonight for Mount Prospect Village, but didn't have a meeting tonight. It was canceled. They only do it on the first, second, third, and fourth week. So I guess this was the fifth week, or the fifth Tuesday of the month. So they go do a meeting. When people would say, you know, instead of talking about or naming Trump in a sentence, they would say, oh, 45 did this wrong and did that. It's like, and I would comment, numbers can't be presidents. You know that. They're like, well, it's, you know, I can't talk about a person who, you know, it's like, I don't care. You're being childish and calling a person by their number. The only time that you really call a person by their number is if either it was tattooed on their arm from being in the Holocaust camps, or if they're a prisoner, and he's neither. So I really wouldn't call anyone a number. Plans for vacation, tons of videos, working on videos and editing them. Don't know if I might release one video during vacation. I think I'll do one video during vacation. I'll release something related to containers and storage. And then start doing a little bit more with my second job, which I'll make a bigger announcement about later, but just doing some management work for the new job. So it's kind of like part-time-ish, but it will take a lot of dedication and a lot of effort when I'm not at the blue and yellow store. Johnny, do you have any pickups from this week? Excuse me. So we have the peeping Tom in the bushes. We have Johnny, who's the third person watching. Scott Walker, former Wisconsin governor, says who are the most nervous people tonight? The moderators of the next debate. That is very, very true. Because, I mean, Chris Wallace is really great with what he does, but it's become a shit show pretty quickly. Let's see, are they still talking?
And you've called them worse than that, because you look back at your testimony over these, you've called them a lot worse than that.
Oh, now they're talking about race.
And as far as the generals are concerned, we just got the support of 250 military leaders and generals. Total support. Law enforcement, almost every law enforcement group in the United States. I have Florida, I have Texas, I have Ohio, I have, Portland. The sheriff just came out today and he said, I support President Trump. I don't think you have any law enforcement. You can't even say the word law enforcement, because if you say those words, you're going to lose all of your radical left supporters. And why aren't you saying those words, Sean? Why don't you say the words law enforcement? Because you know what? If they called us in Portland, we would put out that fire in a half an hour, but they won't do it because they're run by radical left Democrats. If you look at Chicago, if you look at any place you want to look, Seattle, they heard we were coming in the following day and they put up their hands and we got back Seattle. Minneapolis, we got it back, Joe, because we
Just
believe in
trying to
all
catch up
that.
on here what they're
The top 10 cities in just
jabbering
the
about
top
here.
40 cities are run by Democrats and many
Um,
cases radical left. And
I have a
they've
few
got
video
people
ideas. I
who
keep talking about, video ideas and
say anything
working on
about
the edits. I'm in the middle of like a mini series of Lost Hats.
and demand law
So I'm
and
working
you can't
on,
even say it.
All right.
I have 2 videos out.
Turn to the question of race. Vice President Biden, after the grand jury in the Breonna Taylor
But I have
case,
part 1 done. I have part 3 done, but part 2 I'm still working on. It sounds weird, but it's done out of order for a reason. Just for the intro title, it works like this way.
There's systemic injustice in this country, in education, in work.
Systemic is kind of a hard word to say. It's too many S sounds. You can't trip over that word.
Decent, honorable men and women. They risk their lives every day to take care of us. But there are some bad apples. When they occur, when they find them, they
Some bad apples.
sort it out.
Some bad apples. They don't get put in the pie. So yeah, mini series of Lost Hats. There's gonna be like 6 parts. I'm looking at my timeline here. There should be. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually 8. Jeez, there's gonna be 8 episodes from my Lost miniseries here. Donnie Locker Room, excellent. Give me 1 moment. I'll be right back. Bathroom break. Back. Probably lost I just lost 1 person. Don't worry. Yeah, we'll have to. I don't know when he'll be back. Maybe he'll just never come back. Maybe I'll just take over for the hack community.
Hatred, you look at Ferguson, you look at, you go to
Maybe I'll just be the next king of YouTube, of hat YouTube.
violent than what I'm even seeing now. But the reason is that the Democrats have run these cities don't want to talk like you about law and order. You still haven't mentioned. Are you in favor of law and order?
I'm in favor of law. You
Are
follow
you in favor of law and order? Go ahead, somebody.
law and order.
This is law and order.
Law and order with justice where people get treated fairly. And the fact of the matter
He just said it. He just said it. Biden just said law and order. So I guess Trump is defeated. I think that's how it works. I was upstairs asking my brother and sister if they're watching on a computer if they're playing a drinking game, because I think I was smelling beer, and they're like, no, we couldn't get a keg on tap this quickly, this short notice. I'm like, I figured.
But in fact, there have been equivalent spikes in Republican-led cities like Tulsa and Fort Worth. So the question is this really a party issue?
I think it's a party issue. You can bring in a couple of examples, but if you look at Chicago, it's going
Yeah, I think you could do just audio where you turn the camera off. You would in the menu in like the backstage, you would turn the camera off but put the audio on. So yes, it is possible, and you're the only person here. There we go.
Hey, Pattern.
What's up?
Not
Hey.
much watching the presidential debate. Kind of funny as they go each other going back and forth.
You know what it is? I'm surprised that they're allowed to stay up this late. It's way past Wheel of Fortune. They should have been in bed at like 7. You know?
Right? Like two women arguing each other. It's like, okay, let me bring the popcorn out and just watch.
Yeah.
How these two guys are going back and forth and laughing at each other's jokes whatsoever. But yeah, kind of fun.
I mean, as politically engaged that I am usually, I really have no hope in this kind of debate here. I mean, they're both interrupting each other. I mean, I have more hope for Biden than with Trump. But I mean, for me, I'm kind of like in the crosshairs. I mean, I'm a moderate Republican, and I kind of technically belong nowhere, and no one will accept me, because if I say, like I will defend in some instances, defend with Trump. It's like, he is our president, and I have learned from a young age that I respect the office of the president of the United States, no matter who it is in office or who has come before. I respect the office, because what the office resembles kind of is a symbolic kind of part of American history and the current day status of America. So when I start to defend Trump in any sort of way or make a different point, I mean, someone on Facebook the other day said or had posted a picture, someone stealing Trump signs and saying, "Oh, I want to be their best friend." I'm like, isn't that just in their comment? Oh, it's okay. I bought 10 just in case this happens. I'm like, you shouldn't have to buy 10, for the just in case someone steals my sign. You should have the decency to not touch someone else's property because it's not yours. Just because I see a Packer fan on the street. Like today, I saw a guy wearing a Packers shirt. I didn't tear it off his body just to say you suck.
Right.
I mean, there was a guy I did joke around with. He had a Packers mask on a few months ago, and he walked in to the computer section. He's like, "Hey, can I get some help?" I'm like, "Only if you have a different mask on." He's like, "Oh, I get it." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm kidding. What's your question?" So I mean, I don't go around, as much as I hate the Cardinals or the Packers, I don't, do that to other people. So, and they're like, "Oh, well, a Trump supporter is just as bad, is worse, but a passive Trump supporter is just as bad." I'm like, I'm kind of in both camps in a way. I mean, I'm not.
I think political is just like sport. It's like who you're gonna root for,
Yeah.
That's how I see it. So of course you're gonna have your haters and your people that follow wherever they want to follow these two guys, but just like me in sports, I'm not a rival against no one. I just in it for the logos and stuff, I do gotta represent my Dodgers, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna have like all Dodger gear because it's kind of dumb. But
Right.
I like to have a little different kinds of teams in my collection. It's
Variety.
makes it more fun. Just to have one team on your collection. I mean, in my opinion, it's boring, but I'm sure other people be like, well, I'm a true fan, so we must
Right.
stick to the team. But I like different flavors, man. So it's what makes hat collecting fun.
I had today I wore my White Sox. I think I have it here, but I wore my White Sox '03 All Star patch with the icy blue, and
Nice.
I was walking around, and one of my bosses was like, "I thought you were a Cubs fan." I'm like, "Well, we're not playing today," and this was the only Cubs hats don't come in these icy blues, and White Sox are playing today. So, and it's Chicago baseball. It's like more often. I mean, there are like extreme cases. I'm sure you'll understand. Where like Packers, Cardinals, Yankees, I will never wear. But I mean, in other instances, like I'll wear, a White Sox hat. I mean, I don't hate them. I
Right.
I only hate the fans when they start to egg on to me that somehow the White Sox are better than the Cubs. It's like, nope. I can tell you in a few different points why we're better, but I don't engage in that kind of debate there. But I'm
Yeah.
ready. I'm ready if someone tries to bring it up. So
I
it's like,
mean,
and like one year I was wearing a Jazz hat, and my boss was like, "Oh, you're just a bandwagon fan." I'm like, "No, if I was a bandwagon fan, I'd have either a Celtics, Warriors, or Rockets hat on."
right. Man. Yeah, but I pretty much been picking up hats from Downey locker room, but since Major has been out because of his surgery, because normally I'll be showing my hats there.
Been out of
Mm,
commission.
I just post them on my Instagram.
Nice.
Yeah, so a couple hats that I've been wanting from Downey because eventually they've been saying that Downey's copycat hat club because they dropped kind of similar hats what Hat Club dropped last week. So you know how everybody's gonna be hating and whatever, but I mean
Right.
they're gonna do what they're gonna do. You can't stop them. But yeah, it's been very hot here in California. It's been like 104,
Oh shit.
98. Yeah,
Damn.
it's pretty as weather.
We had a huge downturn. I think it was going from Sunday into Monday. We had a uh dipped in our temperature by like 20 degrees. So it went from like the 70s into the 50s like overnight.
But last month was worse because we were having the fires.
Oh yeah.
So basically, we had bad air quality, like really bad, and with the heat, it was making it worse. Like to a point, it's like they were saying that if you inhale the smoke, it's like you're smoking a pack of cigarettes. It's bad for your lungs, especially people who suffer from asthma or allergies on the eyes or any
Right.
kind of sinuses. Yeah, that was like fuck.
We had like some kind of haze coming over by us last week, and it felt like it was like dark outside when it was like the middle of the day. And it was like the leftover haze from the fire that it was just make wandering its way over to the Midwest.
You guys getting fires over there too?
No, well, yes, we do have a fire. We have the Chicago fire, and last I saw, they're not that great in the soccer standings. But bad
Same
joke.
for Oregon, San Francisco. They were having some wild bobcat fires, and it was spread all over. But it was bad. But I mean, 2020's been a shitty year for me, man. I mean, especially for the world, man.
Just forget it. Just forget 2020.
I
We'll
wonder if you just go back 10 years and just enjoy it and be like, you know what, 2020 is coming. I know I gotta be ready for this shit.
like that's the ultimate YOLO kind of attitude there. Like if you know 2020 is coming, then you best be doing any and everything before the world ends.
And then they were talking about Biden was saying to Trump that he knew it was getting hit, but Donald Trump didn't do nothing about it. That he panicked, but he didn't want to tell the people because he thought they were gonna panic even more, so he kept it to himself.
I mean, I like how. I mean, I'm not too sure, what Trump knew and what he didn't know, but I kind of find it funny how he said before, like, "Oh, it's gonna warm up. It's virus is gonna go away, by Easter-ish." It's like,
Yeah, he mentioned that too.
like where are we now?
6 months later, it was gonna go away, and hell no.
How's that warm weather working out for you? But then again, you can also throw it back at him, like, "Oh, if you believe in warm weather, then you must be supporting global warming then."
Right?
But it's a piss contest anyways. I mean,
You actually think these people care about us? I don't think so. I mean, I haven't seen the president. I mean, it's been a while that I haven't seen a good president, but lately all these presidents, they're just in it just to, I guess, to get famous, to get money out of it, because they be talking all this, and when they become president, they don't take actions. You know, like 4 years ago, I didn't saw shit, nothing happened. You know, it was like we're repeating the same cycle every year.
I can give you a promise as your future president in 2032. On my off days, I will not golf because, from my experience, I golfed a few years ago with my dad, his friend, my brother. I'm playing golf, and I'm thinking to myself, like, and I suck at it. And I'm like, why do
Yeah,
presidents
they'll
enjoy
be making fun of you. The publicity and the tabloids, they'll be making fun of you. Front cover. President sucks at golf. What is he gonna do for the economic if he sucks at golf?
I'm like, I don't even know, like, why Obama, Bush, Trump, Clinton. I don't know why these guys would enjoy this kind of game. I mean, it was nice to be outside and enjoy the company, but like for the actual game itself, I'm like, it's either I hit it too far or I hit it way left or way right, and it like never, like, if like we were like keeping actual score, it's like we would need like 5 scorecards to keep up because it was that bad and frustrating.
Hey, so what's the big rivalry with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton? Seems like they want to rip each other's guts.
I mean, it's kind of with every Republican and every Democrat. They just want to rip each other apart.
So even though behind cameras they're still enemies,
I'm not too sure. I mean,
or they just do it for show. I don't know. You know.
I liked it in the 2016 debate
Uh-huh.
where I think it was the St. Louis debate where someone said, "I want you to say one nice thing about your opponent," and like the whole audience just roared in laughter and applause.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was like a really good thing. I mean, I kind of forget what they said about each other, but I mean, I think there's something about like family for both of them. But I was kind of tempting to say, if I can hear one nice thing from either candidate, I will donate $50 to their campaign. But haven't heard anything. Probably won't.
You can never hear nothing good about themselves.
I mean,
It's always a rivalry thing. Like they want to rip each other's head off.
I mean,
Always talking negative about each other, talking about, oh, I can do this better than you, and that and that.
the other thing,
Just like put some glove on and get it done. I want to see some fighting, man.
see some action finally. The other thing is, I can't support either candidate.
Yeah.
Neither are wearing a bow tie. I mean, can you really trust someone that wears a regular tie, like a Joe Schmo? You can't do that. You can only trust people wearing bow ties.
Yeah. When are you gonna do the next live? You say you got 2 hats. You got a show.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Well, you're on vacation, huh?
Yep.
So you got the whole week pretty much. You just gotta pick a day.
I'm thinking Thursday, kind of like a regular kind of thing, like we would usually do.
Tomorrow?
No, Thursday.
Oh,
Today.
next Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh. So what do you got, like a week off?
Yep, or at least the rest of the week. Maybe Sunday off too, but at least the rest of the week.
Nice. Any update on Major?
He's
I
off.
mean, I saw Paul. I saw he did I think the first one he announced that he was doing okay, everything's fine. And then the second one I saw, he showed like the view of the room that he's at.
Right.
And that was that. But I think he's doing good.
I was
So I'm
texting.
guess he's gonna be there for another week or two, and then he'll be able to go home and not be able to work until probably next year.
I haven't.
That's what he told us on the last podcast.
I haven't heard details of when he's supposed. Well, he told me that he wants to break out tomorrow because he's not having too much fun in the hospital. He's he's trying to escape tomorrow. That's what he told me. So
How is he gonna escape? He can't escape under doctor's orders.
nope.
I mean, he just has heart surgery, so he has to be what monetized, not monetized, modified.
They're gonna catch
So
his ass before he can get 2 feet from the door.
he like, I'm out of here. I gotta order hats.
Yeah,
He said he ordered what 15 hats before the surgery.
I think he did. Just in case, because they kept saying like, "Oh, I might die. I might die." So one last hurrah. I'm like, you're not gonna die,
One last ride. Let me order 15.
just in case.
Fucking, he's hilarious, man.
Did you were you even tempted with any hat club drops today?
No, because I gotta pay my rent. I did want to pick up the Houston Astros,
Okay.
but it just hit me like, oh fuck, rent is due Thursday, which is what 2 days from now. So
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, no, I can't do it. I gotta wait till next week. So hopefully they drop a lot of shit this week, so I don't get tempted, and maybe save it for the next week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really wanted the
I did got the campfire one to drop on Hat Club.
Okay.
And I was able to grab it, which is kind of weird because they normally sell out, but I guess they did a lot of quantity. So I was like, I mean, they're still available right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at Hat
I
Club
was
right now.
surprised.
There's still a White Sox one, a Dodgers up to 7.5, and a Yankees.
They
So,
must pump up the quality number for the Dodgers because normally it's the Dodgers and the Yankees that sell the most. Yeah,
I mean, it
so they
wasn't.
were like, but I did like the martinis. Those ones are pretty
Oh
nice.
yeah, I
In my point of view,
I
I
thought
did like those.
the Pink
And they
Martini.
did sold out when compared to the other ones, the campfire. I think the
Oh, yeah.
martinis were a little bit much better.
I thought that the Pink Martinis were some of the better hat
As a
design.
matter of fact, I think the martinis can outbeat the cotton candies in my
I
point
think
of
so
view.
too. Personally, I have
Yeah.
a taste for green, and that kind of
Yeah.
olive was like really good. I really, really wanted the National one, and I knew that the early access email was coming out,
Mhm.
but the problem with those emails is they get buried with all of like
Right.
the other promotional emails that I get or someone else might get. So
Mhm.
I think that they should do text alerts for those early access
Well,
people.
I did sign up for that, but I never got a text alert. I
Yeah,
always get that the first notification, that insider, first come first serve, I guess.
yeah.
The first dip on the veterans. But even though when I get there, when I go to the website, they're gone already. So what's the point of getting an alert if it's gonna be gone?
The I still got a White Sox one, which was I shouldn't complain, but I really, really wanted the Nationals one. And then being one of those annoying people, going on Twitter and being like, "Hey, you guys doing a pre-order for these hats I missed out on?" And it's like, after a while, it's like you have to kind of realize that they can't make a pre-order of everything. They're doing like watermelon pre-order this weekend, I think it is.
Oh man,
And
I do like the watermelons too.
yeah,
But it
no,
was kind of funny how when the Major did the review, the batter logo man had a funny looking bat, if you ask me.
right, yeah.
I was like, what happened there? Well, maybe they were rushed so fast that they say, screw the detail. They just take them all out. Yeah, it was kind of funny. But it's funny because all the hats, I don't know if it was just the Washington, but I noticed most people were posting their Washington. They had that flimsy bat.
Oh yeah,
It was not him. It was other people. I
yeah.
wonder if the other teams got the flimsy bat too. I don't know. But yeah.
I know that I've like heard from like the views from the Vault guys that doing a pre-order for Pink Lemonade and Watermelon right now is bad timing because by the time you get the hat, it's going to be the dead of winter, and these kind of bright, vibrant colors that kind of remind you of summer are just going to remind you that you're not in summertime. That more often, I mean, if you're in the Midwest or anywhere like where it's actually cold in the winter, you're gonna feel depressed, like, oh, I miss summer.
Seeing those campfires are made for the harvest for Thanksgiving,
Right.
you
They
know.
they looked good, but it wasn't enough for me to go
And
get
then
it.
the martinis are good for the fall.
Right. I think the martinis are good for any time, really.
Yeah, I think so. But the cotton candy, those are probably like a one-time summer hit.
Yeah.
Or like a special event, like if you're gonna go to a gender or a baby shower. But
Oh yeah. That's actually a good
yeah,
idea. That's
I
good way
was
to
thinking
put
if
it.
they're gonna drop like a Halloween theme color, that would be nice. But I guess they didn't. They only
I
dropped that Octo Frankenstein, whatever.
oh,
But I was like, nah, I'm cool.
cool. Um
Oh yeah, that one, the jack o' lantern with the purple and orange brim.
yeah.
Actually, they dropped it today, huh?
That they actually had that one also out last year.
See that one, that was probably just their Halloween now. But I was thinking if they're gonna make like teams with that colorway, that would have been cool.
I mean, they were talking about NFL hats coming
Oh,
out
you
in
saw those
October.
NFL hats, the Crucium? That's what they call them.
Okay.
I
I
don't
think
like those.
I think they should do Super Bowl side patch NFL hats because side patches
Yeah,
are primarily for like baseball teams, which I get, but I think it'd be kind of cool with a Super Bowl patch for a team.
I noticed Litz dropped a lot of the NBA of the local icon because the
Right.
first they did it to the baseball, obviously. So I was like surprised that Liz actually dropped. I think they dropped like 9 hats, which I was like, okay, cool. And they were on sale for like $30. They had that 65% off the website.
Right.
I was really tempting, but then again, I was like, nope, I gotta pay my rent.
Yeah.
I can't do it. So and they're on sale right now. So I was like, fuck. Because after that, they're probably gonna go back to $40.
Probably.
I was like, I can't grab nothing this week. I just gotta just bite my tongue, close my eyes, and let the week pass, and wait till next week.
I'm
See
doing
what they
a
drop.
I have a video idea. I'm working on. Um, do you still use the Lids membership, and do you think it's still worth it to get it?
I think so because when I used to go to Lids, I used to save a lot of money on the store. But eventually, when I want to go back, they closed the store again, and I wasn't able to renew my access pass. But yeah, it does come in handy in store, but not online though. Because I mean, you get more discount online than what you get on store. So I think it's good to get it if you're gonna go on the store because you do save a lot though.
Yeah, and kind of like the main. Because I talk about the Brand 47 rewards plan, Macy's,
Yep.
um, Hat Heaven, and then also doing a thing for like local stuff, like promoting, looking at like local hat stores. Because my local hat store, Sports Outlet Express, it's more like a general sports store, but they have plenty of hats there. Look at their programs and what they do for rewards, and then the big hitters, the heavy hitters of Lids and Hat Club.
Basically, in my opinion, I think Macy's website has better hats than the Lids website because that's where I picked up all my jackies. That's why I picked up all my color brim. And further last week, I just noticed they dropped the Copas, the 2020, which I did really want to pick like maybe 8 or 9. But when I got there, my size was completely gone. I was like, oh man, sucks.
A while ago, they had a lot of hats, and I missed out on all of them that I wanted.
They had even Copas that I hadn't even seen before. So I was like, oh man. So if I would have knew they were gonna drop, I probably would have picked maybe like 8 or 9 hats, because they had that sale going on. Like buy one get 30% off.
Yeah, I mean there are
That's
some
always
instances where the membership is good with Macy's, but like to get the points and then to exchange them for like a certificate, it's too much hassle really, and
yeah, it is.
there's a lot of more like tiers that you have to follow. Like if you're a certain card hold member, like if you spend so much per year, because Macy's doesn't just focus on hats, they focus on everything else. So they do sell hats, but they don't focus on it. So I'm not recommending it. I mean,
No.
it's something free to sign up for. Like I said in the video, don't
Yeah.
think that you have to get it. Like you're gonna miss out on anything, but there might be something, maybe, but more often, not really, because it seems like they have like promotions that are kind of for customers all the way
People
around.
were saying that that's the old Lids inventory, huh?
Mhm.
According to the Macy's, what they have. And
I could-
it
I
kind
could
of
believe
does, because I remember when Lids, the old Lids, it has basically the same hats what they used to have before,
They found them in
you know,
They found some
but not as much as the hats that I used to pick up at the old Lids,
Because I think the other thing, like looking at like the Brain 47 websites, that there is a distinct difference between when you're a member and a non-member, what kind of benefits you get. Because like
Oh, yeah.
you can get it's like $1 per point you get. So every dollar you spend, you get a point.
Mhm.
60 points is 10% off. 80 points is 15% off. 120 points is 20% off. And
Yeah.
I've seen like maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times this year that Brand 47 has done a sale across the site for more than
Right.
25% off. So there's like a good, it's not like Lids where it's like anyone can get 20% off. So like on the website, your
Right.
membership really means nothing.
Exactly.
I mean, like
But
you
I
said,
mean,
compared to in store.
where it plays around is when you go on the store, that's where it really kicks in the savings. Because, like I said, sometimes the website might have a 60 more than a 20 than you usually access pass. So it's like, yeah, it plays in both ways, but not on the website though. But it's better on store.
Like the Hack Club membership, like doing the math, like you have to like put quite a lot into the points to get any decent discount. Like if you put in $100 for Lids, you get $10 off.
Right.
Kind of the same premise with
See, right now I got like $60 of rewards from Lids because I was buying a lot of hats from Lids on the website. But even though they expire, they still have to take them, right?
right.
Because I mean, because of the shit going on right now, and they had to close again. So I
So I
got
have a
like
whole.
$60 sitting on me right now. So
I
when they
have.
open back, see what I can find.
I have 955 points saved up, and I mean there have been some times where using like the Hack Club codes has been more beneficial than the points. and just with the cotton candy pre-order, I could have gotten actually like I think $3 more off with my own points. But I'm thinking if it's that much of a difference, I'll spend the extra few dollars just to get the more points out of it, you know?
I've seen people when they do the pre-orders and they use their points, they're actually paying like $15 a hat. I was like, wow, that's not a bad deal, you know, compared to 45
Right.
versus $15. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll buy a lot of hats for $15. Those are the guys that have probably like, who knows, like 1,000 points,
Yeah.
more than that.
Because like doing the
That's
math
one
here, I surprised. I have a whole spreadsheet of how the like whatever points you have is a price that you'll pay afterwards and the percentage off with the Hat Club points. And it's not like, you know, you can do like 1, 2 points. It's incremented by 34, 67, and then 100. So that's how it's incremented out. So with 100 points on a $45 hat, you'd only get about 6.5% off, which you'd get $3 off. So
Yeah.
it's really not much. It's
Not that much, but it does save a little bit on your wallet, you know.
right, but you have to get to like 334 points. About
Yeah, you have to get up there like 1,000 points in order to save some serious cash. Yeah.
get $10 off on a $45 hat. You have to get 334 points, which is essentially, if it's dollar per point, you have to spend about $334 to get $10 off, compared to like the Lids program of $100 and $10
Every
off.
$100 you get a $10.
Right. The Hat Heaven program.
But I'm sure everybody's doing like the same thing, right? The points. Everybody trying to do the points. I guess that's to bring more customers in, you know. Because I know down in locker room they don't do points. You just gotta pay the regular what it is, you know. But the only one that does points is the Horse Quarter Shop. They do points, which I'm surprised. But yeah, points really do come in handy sometimes, you know.
So that's what one of my videos is going to be on, but I have to keep filming on with everything. I have a parody video idea, doing a little like
those are funny always to watch. I get a kick out of it, man.
There's a parody video of the steps on how to cope of not getting a Hat Club drop. So like the steps to take after you miss a Hat Club drop.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a how-to video, and it's gonna be funny. So
can't wait to see that one.
I gotta. It just came into my head last night, going to bed.
Right. All right, Hatter. Hope you have a wonderful night. And
You as well. Thanks for coming on.
We might have a little dinner here and watch these two guys go at each other. Just hilarious to me.
They're still going. Jeez.
Yeah, they ain't gonna stop.
All right. Have a good night.
Hatter. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
And they all had the name military guys. They were military. They all had the name Trump on them.
Vice President Biden, final question to you. Will you urge your supporters to stay calm while the vote is counted, and will you pledge not to declare victory until the election is independently certified?
Yes. Here's the deal. We count the ballots, as you pointed out. Some of these ballots in some states can't even be opened until election day. And if there's thousands of ballots, it's going to take time to do it. And by the way, our military, they've been voting by ballots since the end of the Civil War.
All right, gonna sign off here.
And that's what's happening.
We'll do another live stream like this for actual hat unboxing later on this week. See ya.
It's the same process. It's on.